This is a story about us. Modern man pitting himself against his ancestors. This week we're all at sea with a blue stone, a carré glace, on our way to Stonehenge. Well, possibly.
There's a lot of people very attached to that rock.
Rodri's built one of the boats.
Carré glace is Appleby. Oh, bugger.
And Philip is organising it. So far, they've only got, well, so far. Our Pat's handling the rowers.
That's with the best crew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'll get there. By hook or by crook.
Mike's the skipper. Imagine ancient mariners who made journeys like this 4,000 years ago. People who knew the winds and tides and currents in the Bristol Channel and were able to move 78 stones to Stonehenge. At least that's one theory, how the ring of blue stones, just inside the giant Sarsens, got there.
Nearly man was a seagoer.
Surrounded by model boats from all ages, marine archaeologist Owen Roberts communes with the ancestors. Well, he seemed to know a thing or two.
By the time the gaffer at Stonehenge had decided that he wanted his stones from Preseli, he would know it was a fair guarantee that the stones would arrive. Maybe not all of them.
The Blue Stones journey starts from Milford Haven. The aim, to row to Tenby some 30 miles away. They only reach Dale, 6 miles down the Haven.
Probably knock it on the head for today and then take it tomorrow to some Tenby. You're sure that we can't go to Tenby tonight?
I wouldn't be happy with it.
I don't think it's possible, but not with this phone. Personally, I'd like us to go to Tenby tonight.
We're talking 30 miles. We can't do it.
Okay, we don't go.
The morning brings a strong headwind. It's probably a day Stonehenge man would stay at home to grind his axe. Philip just grinds his teeth. There are 5 legs on the journey to Bristol. The first and most difficult is round the headlands to Tenby. They've called their boat a carré glace, Welsh for blue stone. Shadowing them is a safety boat, the Appleby, skippered by retired commander Richard Edward Evans.
It's going to be a bit hairy, yes. The weather conditions aren't ideal. The wind's a bit stronger than I would like. Quite honestly, in these conditions with that craft, I'm beginning to get a little twitch, to be quite honest.
The wind's far too strong for rowers.
Can't make much headway against the wind.
Carré glace needs the commander to throw them a line.
This is absolutely Roger. What we will do is come alongside and pass the tow from here. Over.
Understood, out.
We're going to go alongside and pick up the tow. I've been doing this for 30-odd years with the part-time Navy. And the one thing I've learned in that time is that if you turn your back on the sea, it will slap you hard. And if you're not careful, it will kill you. Right, Wheelhouse! Bridge, Wheelhouse!
Is anybody there?
Now the communications fail. We've no intention of losing the stone. We've no intention of losing the carré glace either. Elvin! Yo! Touch your stern, please.
We're drifting down onto a lee shore. Can be as quick as you can.
Yeah, okay, we're nearly there. Wind's blowing us onto the rocks, which is not good news.
Oh, the indignity of it. The carré glace, the blue stone, is taken in tow.
I know we didn't go very far, but you know exactly what we can do.
It was very frustrating.
But you were making progress. Steady progress.
No. Much too slow for the amount of effort expended, really. We rode
Yes, I know, but
we rode for 50 minutes, and how far did we go? Half a mile? Something like half a mile.
Hopefully we can make Tenby.
Well, make Tenby.
And then,
But now Commander Edward Evans has his own problems. There's a Swansea Jack who has to get home tonight.
I mean, if I have to leave you in Tenby while I leg it back to Swansea to change crews, then fine, that's what we'll do.
Even under tow, progress is turtle pace. Still hours from Tenby, it's time for the inevitable committee meeting.
The other possibility, and I've been trying to avoid this one, is at what point do we say this isn't going to work today and go back in?
No, that's the question I'm asking.
So you've got a southeasterly coming in, which is veering southwesterly, so it's going to go around to there.
Right, so basically the options are we either get towed to Tenby or we get towed back to Dale.
Yeah.
Pants.
Whose final call is it? Yours?
If there's safety involved, it's mine, yes.
Yeah.
Decision made then. So, should we inform Philip? We can't do the project. That's what it means, it comes down to. We can't keep delaying the start out.
No, but it's the direction of the wind that's the huge
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. We can't plan that. Unless we get fair weather and a flat sea, we can't do the project.
The thing that's really bothering me at the moment...
Everyone wants to be as helpful as they can.
Yeah. I had 30 years with the part-time Navy, and it's exactly the same problem. That at the end of the trip, you've got to get people ashore so they can get home for work the following morning.
Of course you do.
And if they arrive in work the following morning with matchsticks popping their eyes out.
Philip accepts the inevitable. They turn round and the fleet heads home. With the wind now behind them, somebody suggests rowing the Carriglass back to Dale. But when did anyone last see the stone? Under the boat, the stone and its attendant lorry straps have taken a terrible hammering. Something Owain, the marine archaeologist, had been going on about.
Slinging means that the stone must move. You can never prevent it moving. And if you have movement, movement is what destroys ropes, fibre. I would predict that they could lose it.
Owen is proved right, and the ropes become the slings of misfortune.
Carriglass, this is Appleby. Can you please tell me what's happened?
Appleby is your Carriglass. One of the straps broke. Over.
Carriglass is Appleby. You're telling me that the blue stone is lying at the bottom of the seabed without a rope, without a buoy attached. Over.
Carriglass, yes, that is correct. Over.
Carriglass is Appleby. Oh, bugger.
Appleby, Milford Haven Coast Guard, over.
Milford Haven Coast Guard, this is Appleby. Got a report that the Carriglass was dropped to the stone by the angle board.
Appleby, Milford, I take it this is now unrecoverable, yes?
Oh, dear, dear.
That's the evidence. The very end strap broke. And it just dropped down and came out of the other four noisily.
It must have been frightening, that.
It was quite frightening. For a few seconds we didn't realise what had happened. We thought we'd hit something.
So what
Looked
happens
down.
now?
Well, we know where it is.
Of course you do.
I'm not sure how, but I'm sure it's retrievable.
Sinead is Philip. We've lost the stone. No, we know an area of where it is. We've got a GPS fixing on it anyway.
Of course you have.
So, love. Is it our way, okay?
Can't believe this was nothing.
Hang on, let me just double check. Where's Skipper?
Next morning, understandably, Phil the phone isn't taking calls.
Good morning, Mr. Preselli.
Everyone else is,
Hi, Han, it's Sinead.
even his boss.
I've had better Monday mornings. They had been ruined for ages yesterday, right? But it was then decided that with the sea conditions, that it would be actually safer to go back to Dale.
What would the ancestors make of this? A ritual sacrifice?
Okay, so we weren't quite halfway. I think if we'd have been halfway...
New and ancient gods have to be appeased.
Isn't it? You know what I mean?
Someone has to answer the Heritage Lottery Fund, who've pledged £100,000 to get the stone to Stonehenge.
As they went to come back, there was this, what I believe, this horrible crunching noise as the stone broke free. All right then, take care of
And
it.
Philip's boss, Sinead, has the country's news hounds baying at her heels.
I've had better Monday mornings. Much better Monday mornings. But there is hope. I mean, we have a number of alternatives. I think the worst alternative is that the project stops and we still have to move the stone out of the place that it is.
Is this the end?
I hope not. I hope not. We will certainly be battling to ensure that we finish the sea journey. We would like to row it to Bristol at least.
Time to call up Steve Lewis, the man from Atlantis.
I would only give it a 50-50 chance of finding the stone first go. But I think, to just drop on it this morning now, 50-50 chance.
And what have you told Philip?
80%. No.
I heard that.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
On Sunday when we were on the Appleby, I was, this is weird, I was more upset that we couldn't go to Tenby than I was about losing the stone. We couldn't go to Tenby because of the weather, because of the wind. We lost the stone, but I could do something about that. I can't do anything about the wind. So that's why we started this backup plan.
When they dropped the stone, they were in spitting distance of the buoy marking the shipping lane into the haven.
I reckon it's about here.
But the sea is painted on a large canvas.
Good night, alligator.
I wasn't really looking where we were. It was only a few seconds afterwards we thought to look, by which point we were passing the buoy over there.
Like most things now?
Yeah.
Suddenly there was an enormous rumble. Looked down and the stone had gone. I have to admit reluctantly that we did smile. Mostly about how to come clean and tell anyone about it. We've lost the whole point of the project.
Dive it up.
There's a lot of stone down there. There's a lot of stone down there. And there are some substantial boulders down there, like the one, as big as the one you lost. And because I got excited once or twice, till I realised that there was a lot of growth on them. And I saw one. Where is he? Alan? Did you see that one? That one rock? It looked. Oh, I got it. I thought we found it. We had it.
I got a pint down, Phil.
Yeah. We actually snagged one, and in the murk, I thought, yes, we got it.
If you never find the stone, I'm going to get a very highly paid job. I'm going to learn to dive, and every weekend I'll be out here diving.
I'm a diver, I'm a diver, I'm a long way from home. And if you found it, leave me alone. I eat when I'm hungry and I drink when I'm dry. If the crayfish don't get me, I'll live till I die. Yeah, you getting it?
You line dance this then?
With a stone lost, Pat rowers can do what they do best, race.
I was out with the divers last night looking, and it's like there's sand until you get to that bit, and then it's a reef full of big stones.
Oh God, take your
Lots
pick.
of them.
Take your pick, oh my God.
And apparently there's a lot of junk there as well, like anchors and wrecks and stuff, so it's not going to be easy.
We've got rowers who were pulling it as well, and they were very distraught when the rock went to the bottom.
Find it first.
They like the rock. It's as Philip puts it, a sexy-looking rock. So I mean, we want that one. There are a lot of them still down there, apparently, blue stones all over the haven. Lots of divers have said, "Oh yeah, I've seen a blue stone down at the bottom of the haven. Couldn't find it again, mind, but they are down there." So I mean, it's just gone for a little temporary holiday with its brothers and sisters at the bottom of the haven.
I had a word with the ancestors and they said it'd be alright to find it tonight.
This is the third time Steve has looked for the stone,
Go towards the boy.
and he's had some thoughts.
I said towards the boy.
He's listened to all the sailors' yarns and he thinks the blue stone is nowhere near where they said it was.
Right, go slow now. Keep going. Keep your line now.
He's marking out the course he thinks they really took.
Starboard. Bit more to starboard. Get those weights ready up. Tie them on that end there.
On one side of the yellow line is a rocky reef. On the other, the seabed with flat sand.
I want those weights, Sal. I don't want to...
If the Millennium Stone is on the reef, it'll cause more problems because they've got to find one boulder amongst many others. If it's on the sandy bottom, which they poetically call the car park, makes this search rather easier.
This side of the line is a reef. That side of the line's flat.
Yeah, we'll run over the reef.
As far as we can, and we'll do the car park. Have you heard the valve version? I just let go.
If the humans that moved the blue stones along this waterway and they lost one, probably amount to cussing, amount to swearing, they'd go back, retrace their steps and bring another one. So, number of options. One, keep going. B is to get another blue stone off the Preseli shelf, as it were. And C, call it a day.
Come on, Phil. Devil donka deragareg. Don't give up now.
Dive it up. There's 3 divers come to the surface. So one could say either there's something wrong, they've brought something to the surface, or perhaps, possibly, they could have found the Millennium Stone. Well, let's try not to be too optimistic at the moment.
At the end of this yellow line,
yeah,
there's a big blue stone. We found it. Right.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas!
My jam, you what? What a feeling.
Got it.
Thank you. The chances of finding that. I found something tonight. We've seen it and both seen it at the same time.
See, Phil, faint heart.
I was sure, as soon as I saw it, there was no doubt that it was the right stone. Found it. I just couldn't believe it. It was excellent. You really
Sorry?
want it back?
Yeah, yes.
You really want it?
Yes!
Get it back. You're going to have to get this stone thing to stone.
Oh, but this goes back to what you're saying, you asked me earlier on. You know, how would I quit this to the volunteers? This is the stone. This is the stone.
So the bad news is you've got to keep going. Your chances of me finding that were... Oh.
That's why we came to you, mate. We know you could do it.
Well, I've always been good at finding things, haven't I? I don't know.
Audrey, we've got the stone. We found the stone.
Try and tie
Oh,
that
hey!
on. Leave it tied
We've got
on
it.
now. I tied it on.
What a beautiful day it is. Get pissed. Oh, you mean the stone wise? Bring it up to the surface on Thursday. Yeah. Cheers. Bye. Oh, joy to the world.
Right at the end of the line, I couldn't believe my eyes.
I'm a diver,
I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry and I'll drink when I'm dry. If the crayfish don't get me, I'll live till I die.
Now, if Stone Age man had lost a stone, he'd just go back to the Preseli Mountains of Pembrokeshire, get another one. Our hero Phil the Phone has called the Minister of Defence, where he knows a nice man. A very, very nice man. And with the stone lifted, there's still a small question of what to do with it.
Do you want it slap bang in the middle of the bay, or as near as possible?
I don't care its position in the bay itself. All I personally care and selfishly care about is that when the water's low, I can get something out of it, pick it up and out of the way.
How soon do you want to pick it up? Because you might not get that low water to get at it for a week, maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. I need to look at the chart. I need to look at the tide tables. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the tide tables and see what we've got.
Philip might want the stone on the beach, but the moorfowl draws 3 meters. She's a bit bigger than the Carriglass, too close, and she'll run aground.
We're currently thinking about going into Gelliswick Bay, see if we can land this on the beach, or as close to the beach as we can.
But Steve is on hand to plumb the depths.
3 meters.
Yeah, he's got 3 meters there. Still creeping ahead gently.
Still 3 meters.
I think we'll use the load on.
Roger, understood.
This is as close as they dare go. At low tide, the blue stone should be high and dry.
You are? I was scared, mate.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, it's good to see it again.
Fortune smiles in the brave, and Phil can start again.
Well, it looks to me as if they're trying to tie the stone onto the boats, is it?
We now have 9 straps around the blue stone, and we also have 2 lengths of chain.
And then what happens now? They're going to row it, are they?
We can just do a chain fore and aft. Oh, we're floating.
Are they going to row?
We'll take it back to Milford Marina.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And
under
then
my
we'll,
window.
because you can see the stones in between now.
Yeah, oh, there we are.
I'm still excited. I just want to leave. Sorry, it sounds terrible. I don't want to leave, but I want the project, I want the journey to continue outside of Pembrokeshire. That's what I want now.
It's all went pretty well, I think.
Good?
Yeah, it's good.
You're looking happier now.
What was I looking like before?
Misery.
Oh, right. No, it's just me. I'm sort of a miserable person. It's gone all right.
Please.
It's quite easy picking up big rocks once you've got to practice.
So Mike's mastered Stone Age stone lifting. But did he really have to borrow a chain from the Iron Age to keep it safe? Owain, the marine archaeologist, thinks not. He worked it out dark ages ago. If anyone would listen.
I suggested that, in fact, that the way to lift this weight was to put it between the 2 holes, tied up very tightly to the beams.
Well, looks good to me.
Increase the spacing to the 4 feet and work out how to get that stone tight up against the beams. And then perhaps they should think, instead of rowing it, they should think in terms of paddling. You could probably double your power output for actually propelling her.
All right, no problem. Easy peasy. How can I justify changing the design now at this late stage, bearing in mind it's early August?
So you're entitled to do a little bit of research and development on the way. Otherwise, you could have taken a year off and done the research and development separately, and then come and done the journey with everything perfect. But you haven't had the time to do that.
The information we had, to be personal, from you, from Rodri and the guys, and from other people as well that they've researched, and they've done a hell of a lot of research, is this craft and this structure and this design would work. Why doesn't it work? And why wasn't this considered as an alternative at the start of the design stage?
Philip, a month ago we had a large conversation about splitting the Curraghs up and putting it in barges and pulling it and things like that. We have been discussing different ways of doing this for at least 2 months. I mean, when we were down in Loreni, we were looking at the rock. Should we put the rock underneath? Should we put the rock on top? Which one works best? So we tried it, and we saw, to us, what we saw then was that it worked better underneath. So we put it underneath. Basically, we're trying to find out the best way of doing something. Just because the press are moaning about, oh, you're not doing it, oh, this is a Stone Age phone, I suppose, and all this rubbish. I mean, yeah, okay, let them moan. They like moaning. I mean, okay, is it bad PR? Is it good PR? Who gives a damn? We're trying to get a stone to Bristol. That's our job, you know.
But they're not at the stormy waters yet. With the Appleby and other duties, Philip is under pressure to find another safety boat.
Okay, that's been done already. I've got 3 sources of support vessels.
Okay, I think we now need to say to them, we urgently now need alternative support vessels. There will be a window as far as the weather is concerned for probably the next 6 to 8 weeks. And we have to ensure the project moves within that window. We cannot put the project on hold for 12 months and start again next May. That isn't feasible.
The sea journey to Bristol should only take 5 or 6 days, given kindly winds and tides.
For a whole month of gorgeous westerly breezes and sunshine and flat seas, it's been sitting here while we wait for a safety boat.
July was hot and still. Ancient mariners put to sea. August melts into September. The curraghs are split up, repaired and reloaded. At last the weather is right. A safety boat's on standby, but oh dear, dear, dear. The insurance has run out. October and no more excuses. Rhodri's back to the DIY.
We were constrained to rowing at weekends. We were constrained to rowing in daylight hours. We were constrained by various insurance clauses. We've been constrained by a lot of things, which Neolithic man would never ever have dreamt of in his wildest fantasies.
With rain stopped play, the Millennium team have yet to score, while Stone Age man have 78.
We should have moved the Millennium Stone along the line of the avenue. This is a car park about 4 weeks ago, before the middle of September. We've now received permission that we can hibernate the project and reactivate it next year. And they've also agreed that the money that they promised us will still be available. We've learned from this.
Of course you have. And perhaps by then, as the bards would say, you'll have remembered how.
Un funud fach cyn elo'r haul I Orwell.
One short minute until the sun slips to the horizon. One precious minute before the night rolls in, to remember the forgotten things, lost now in the dust of earlier times.
He's talking about remembering the things that have disappeared. Trying to imagine what it would have been like, very much like what we've been trying to do. Camp a chelfyddyd y cenhedloedd gynnar, anheddau bychan a neuaddau mawr.
The achievement and craft of earlier generations, the small villages and great halls, those curious myths, ruined centuries ago. They are gods, not known to any now.
I have nothing but respect for what they did. It must have been an incredible feat. Only wish I could go there and have a look and see how they did it.
And we'll rejoin the journey of the Bluestone once it resumes next year. Up next tonight here on BBC Two Wales, we're talking politics in Dragon's Eye.